right, everything is looking good. Perfect. Let's see here. Let me make sure everything. Okay, everything is looking solid. Ow! Just hit my leg on my table. All right, let's see if we can get the shiny that we want today. We will also be giving away shinies that we catch / that I have already caught. Mainly going for Hisuian Lilligant. And if we get lucky with a Cherubi Cherum Mass Outbreak, then that as well. Good morning, Damien. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'll be streaming for like 3 hours or so. I have moved over a bunch of my other shiny Pokemon that I plan to give away onto Legends Arceus. So now people will have a wider selection of Pokemon to choose from, as you guys can see here. We've got about, what, 90, 108 shinies. What's up, Articuno? Welcome back. You did your job interview and beat it with flying colors. Nice. Congrats. All right, let me save it here. Because if there's not a Petalil in this area, we might be able to get another shiny Eevee up there. You hope there's another giveaway? There will be another giveaway. So don't you worry. And I moved a bunch of Pokemon over, so the selection is a lot bigger. I'm not sure if you just saw it when I was in the PC box, but I'll show it again. What's up, Dominic? Now you can replace the Nintendo Switch your uncle stole from you. That's so messed up. Yeah, so these are a bunch of the shinies that I moved over. We've got about 108. Now, obviously, we won't be giving out 108 of these today, but over time. All right, so since Petalil wasn't in that area, we are going to go see if we can get a shiny Eevee from up here. Yeah, that's probably the best. The The odds of getting a shiny in these mass outbreaks are very high. I don't think I perfected the Pokédex for Eevee, but still, the odds are very high. Sometimes throwing these, it's like there's like a weird collision with the map. All right, no shinies. You have to start your shiny hunting over. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you didn't have too many shinies that you have to start over with. But yeah, we'll do the first giveaway in like 20 minutes. You had over 150? Damn. I don't really care for that, so we'll reset. This is the one thing when you have caught most of the shinies, is that trying to get the last few that you need can be rough, especially when all of these mass outbreaks are random. So you just gotta hope that the Pokemon that you want actually shows up from mystery gifts and hunting them. Alright. Maybe we get a shiny Rhyhorn. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like this break is over. Oh, there's 4 of them. Stayed up 2 days straight hunting. That is some dedication. Alright, outbreak is officially over. Yeah, in 20 minutes, we'll do the first giveaway. Make sure you have the game. Make sure you have Nintendo Switch Online. That's how much you love Pokemon. Yeah, I remember like there were a few games that I like maxed out the playtime where it was just 9999. Man, it feels so good to not have to shiny hunt Burmy or Wormadam ever again. Appreciate the likes on the live. Thank you. Why is Pikachu aggressive? I mean, granted, it's canon with the anime because of how it treated Ash in the beginning. Damn, Victor. Appreciate it. Alright, Pikachu's about to knock me out. Why I say what? Ah! Oh, because they just took a long time. So I was shiny hunting Burmy, and as you can see here, the number of times I've seen it leap out of trees, it stopped counting after 999, but I've definitely seen like anywhere between like 1200 and 1500 just to catch 2 of them. You don't know how long you're playing PLA and still don't know how to get this Volo outfit? Let's see, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so you have to catch Arceus. I think it's part of the challenge that Arceus gives you or something. I still need to shiny hunt Arceus in BDSP. Yes, yes. Hope you have a great day. I gotta go. I will, and I appreciate all the likes on the live. Thank you very much. That actually helps quite a bit to help push the live out to other people. So, very much appreciated. You already did it? Have you gone to the store to see if it's in the shop? TikToker, appreciate the likes on the live. Thank you. Doge, I think is what I saw. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the more likes on the stream, the more it gets kind of pushed out into the algorithm. And the more people that join, the more people that can potentially get shiny Pokemon. Yeah, like if you already caught Arceus, then you might already have it. You just need to buy it. Ooh, might be able to get a shiny Voltorb. This is another good shiny. Appreciate the follow, Doge. I hate how aggressive these things are. It's like you catch one and they immediately just want to explode. Yep, like that. All right, go ahead and let them explode. So I mainly want to get Hisuian Lilligant and Cherubi / Charum. But I kind of just have to keep resetting for the outbreaks, and while I'm trying to hunt those, if I see a mass outbreak, then I'll go to them just to see if they have a shiny, but only for mass outbreaks. Trying to send you gifts, but it refuses. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, because I know I've gotten like some gifts and stuff from other people in the past, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so like for example, these massive mass outbreaks, especially in these other areas. Sorry, man, I gotta go, but keep up the good work. Appreciate it, Doge. You have a good one. Hope to see you around on any future streams. Because this area, Crimson Mirelands, is the only area where Petalil has a chance to have an outbreak. So it's kind of the only place I'm really trying to look at. But if we get one of these mass outbreaks where the odds are a lot higher, I'll stop by and just take a quick look. All right, we'll be doing our first giveaway in about 10 minutes. Just a heads up. I have over 108 Pokemon for people to choose from. All right, this outbreak is not over. Give me a second. All right, now the outbreak is over. I'm going to be participating in a Pokemon Champions tournament this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. So if anyone wants to see some champions content, keep an eye out. I think the time I stream might be a bit... Actually, no. It'll be around the same time. Slightly earlier. Yeah, I'm going with a team I kind of put together. I've adjusted it a few times because I did a stream before with it. But it's mostly Mega Scrafty and Hisui and Zoroark are the two that I like really wanted to use. I built around it to try and kind of cover a bunch of weaknesses / like meta Pokemon that you always see in the meta right now, and it seems like it's doing all right. I still have to play like pretty good against certain matchups, but it feels pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. And if we can make the day 2 of the tournament, it's going to be on Twitch's front page, which will be nice. You have Alpha Shiny Cherim. That is quite some luck. Did you get it from a mass outbreak, or did you get it from like hitting a tree? You wish you could fight me on there? I was doing viewer battles like a few days ago. We'll probably keep doing that. Open up a lobby and just have people battle each other. Okay, we save here to not waste resources. Can we get a Petalil outbreak, please? No Petalil. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum. I wonder what the rewards are for the tournament. It's for like smaller content creators. I don't know if there's like much of a reward outside of just like having people, you know, like exposure kind of thing. Because you know it's a completely free tournament, so you don't actually pay to get in it. Maybe I'll be known as the Hisuian Zoroark guy, whether I make it far or not. Okay, looks like this outbreak is done. Nice. You stream Arceus too? You shiny hunting? Yeah. So I've pretty much already caught almost everything. The main one that I need is Hisuian Lilligant, or a Petalil, so I can evolve it into Hisuian Lilligant. And I need Cherubi and Cherum. I recently finished my shiny Burmy / Wormadam shiny hunt. It was somewhere between 1,200 and like 1,500 trees, probably even more, honestly, to finally get my second shiny Burmy, and luckily it was female. Do I play champions? Yes. I streamed champions a few days ago, doing like viewer battles, and then I also did a stream where I was showcasing a new team that I put together featuring Hisuian Zoroark and Mega Scrafty. So pretty much those are the three I'm trying to go for. If I don't find a Petalil outbreak here, I usually just reset. If I see a mass outbreak, I'll go ahead and do it just because the shiny odds are high, and I'm giving away shiny Pokemon anyway. So any extra shinies I can catch, the more I can give away. Ryan, what's up? Long time no see. So we'll actually be doing our first giveaway in like literally a minute from now. So we'll do one little extra check for Petalil, and then we'll do our giveaway. All right, so no Petalil, but there might be a shiny Haunter. So after we check this, we will do our giveaway. All right, good luck, bro. Chacho. Gotta go. All right, appreciate you stopping by, and the likes on the live. Appreciate it. So for the giveaway, obviously make sure you have Legends Arceus, and make sure you have Nintendo Switch Online. And then once I start the giveaway, we can sort it out. Petalil and Lilligant are your favorite? They are pretty nice. I failed my first shiny Petalil because it spawned in a group of other Petalils, so I couldn't see which one was shiny or not. And it was like early on to when I was shiny hunting, so I didn't save my game, and like I didn't have auto saves off. So it ran into the bushes, and because I didn't know which one was which, I just started throwing Pokeballs. And then when I checked my PC, none of them were shiny. Okay, no shiny Haunters here. All right, I'm gonna go to the main city and we'll start our first giveaway. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the shiny Pokemon that I have available for the giveaway. Let me release all of these. So we have 108 shinies that are all extras that I don't need for my shiny living decks. So we will be giving them away. Let me just release all of these here. Yeah. And they're in like Pokédex order. But yeah, these are all extra shinies that I've caught either in Legends Arceus or in Scarlet and Violet. Got a bunch of weird ears, some Sneaslers, a whole bunch of Ursalings, way too many Cricketots, way too many Shinxes and Luxrays, a bunch of Driftlooms and Driftblims, and some Hisuian forms, Hisuian Zoroark, Zora, Basculegion, a very popular Pokemon in the current metagame of Pokemon Champions. But yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is enter the word shiny in the chat and you will be entered. It's a 2-minute timer, so it's very quick. I like to get these giveaways like done very quickly. So if you have the game and you want to be entered into the giveaway, just type in shiny in the chat and you will be entered. And if you're the only one that enters, then congrats, you have a 100% chance to win. 1 minute left on the giveaway. Just type the word shiny in chat and you will be entered. In the meantime, I can go ahead and sell some stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Let's sell this and these. All right, it's looking good for you, Storm. It is looking very good for you. All right, congrats on your very free win. Let me know your in-game name in Legends Arceus, and then let me know when you're ready to trade. And then once we have the trade menu open, I'll show you all of the shinies that I have in my box, and then you just choose whichever one from the list. Tomo, appreciate the follow. Thank you. So yeah, Storm, let me know when you are ready. Yvonne, appreciate the follow. Thank you. I do want to try to get these giveaways and trades done quickly so we can get back to the main stuff. I will go ahead and look at some other outbreaks in the meantime until you respond. Appreciate the rose. Thank you. If you don't respond in, let's say, like 5 minutes, then I don't know. Usually I would re-roll, but no one else entered the giveaway, so you're probably safe there. Playing Peak, I see? Yes, I am. I am doing shiny giveaways because I have a bunch of extra shinies that I don't need wasting away in my Pokemon home. So we just did a giveaway. Waiting for Storm to respond so that they can get their shiny. But it looks like they are AFK. Do I have shiny Avalugg? So I don't have an extra shiny Avalugg, I am pretty sure. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I don't. These are my current extras that I could actually move over to Arceus. I have a lot more. Some of them are still in Scarlet because I couldn't move them over. Yeah, a bunch of Gen 1 Pokemon. Yanma, we got Murkrow. We have the regional forms for Quillfish, Sneasel. Too many Cricketots. Luxrays, too many. Driflooms, too many. We got Hisui and Zoroark and Zorua. We got some Braviaries. We got Basculegion, Basculin. What game is this? Yours doesn't look like this. This is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh snap, you see a Braviary? Yes, you do. And a Zora, yep. You can't stop looking at the Goofymon on the top. That Goofymon at the top is our goat, Cramorant. Am I going to be live still in the next hour? Yes. I'm going to be streaming for like a total of 3 hours, so have like another 2.5 hours to go. Might stream longer. We'll see. Since Storm did not respond, I wonder if I just redo the giveaway. Or just do another giveaway right away. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Ideally, it's one per person, you know, per stream. Just to kind of make it fair so that one person isn't just winning all the giveaways. Okay, it did not activate. Speaking of shinies, that's actually kind of crazy. The three most recent chatters, Derek, let's see, Derek, Zen, and Vixen. You guys got shinies in the little Pokemon system that I have in the stream. Let me try this again. Try this again. I don't know why it didn't work. There we go. Just type the word shiny in chat and you will be entered into the giveaway. Since the last person did not respond right away, might as well do another one. And while that's going on, we will look at Licky Licky. Yeah. Honestly, everyone's odds are pretty high in winning because usually it's only like 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people that enter the giveaway. So if you don't win this one, there's a very high chance you'll win the next one. Prince Marco, appreciate the follow. Thank you. And for everyone on TikTok, if you are interested in more long form videos, because I don't always post them on TikTok just because the algorithm doesn't really like long form videos. Have a bunch of those on my YouTube channel. Some Pokopia builds, some Champions content, mostly Pokemon related stuff. The occasional ultra wide video. Dalga, appreciate the follow, thank you. All right, Deza, you have won the giveaway. Make sure you are on the game, have Nintendo Switch Online, ready for the trade. And which shiny would you like to get? The giveaway is a shiny Pokemon. I have a bunch of extra shinies that I've caught while shiny hunting. And if I already have them for my living decks, my shiny living decks, then any extras I give away because they're just gonna sit in my Pokemon home doing nothing. So might as well give it to other people who might actually use them. So that's what the giveaway's for, or that's what the giveaway is. How do you enter? So whenever I start the giveaway, you just enter the word that I put in for the giveaway, and then you'll be entered. So I'll be doing another one in like maybe a half hour or so. I've done 2 so far. Granted, the first one, Storm, I'm guessing they went away or something because they did not respond. And we just did our second one just now. You don't have your game? You can in an hour when you get home? All right. Sorry you're at work? No problem. I will keep you listed. Is there anything that you want to reserve for your shiny? Do you want to look at the options again? You're torn between Zora and Bravery. Yep, just let me know. I'll reserve it. You'll pick the bird? Gotcha. All right. So I will keep one stored away for you. So what I'll do is I'll just grab this and put it over here. Appreciate the follow, Duzzle. Thank you. And we'll move these over here. Hopefully Storm comes back so they can get their shiny. Bro, like one of my toes is cramping up, and it's the most annoying thing. I think I twisted my ankle earlier today, so I was walking funny on my way back home, and I'm guessing that must have caused me to kind of like tense up. Having a cramp on your foot / toes is very uncomfortable. Last time you played, you tried to get a Gruja. I have so many, I have a few of those. Yeah, I have a few from Legends. I think I have like 1 or 2 from Legends ZA. I don't have my copy, or granted, it wasn't my copy, but I don't have ZA anymore because I borrowed it from a friend. Like, I didn't actually pay for it. I did buy the DLC and the Switch 2 upgrade just because I wanted to shiny hunt everything. But the base game I don't have. So all of my shinies from there are kind of like stuck in Pokemon Home. Get a copy today. Well, right now, I'm in Japan. I moved to Japan like 2 years ago. And I'm currently not working. I just got my new visa, but my new visa does not allow me to get a part-time job in Japan. So I'm not really buying any games unless I absolutely have to. The only game I am 100% buying is Fire Emblem when it comes out in September. That is the only guaranteed game I'm buying for sure. But Legends ZA, I don't think I'm going to spend money on that. Unless I can have my friend let me borrow it again for giveaway purposes, or someone somehow like... So in my current visa, I'm not allowed part-time work because it's supposed to be... I'm supposed to be able to support myself for a year with the funds that I have. Which is like unfortunate, but like the actual other like language school that I was going to was a lot more expensive. And the massage job that I had really wasn't paying much, especially if there weren't really like a lot of customers. So that's why this year I decided just like, you know what? This might be my final year in Japan before going back to the States. what would I do after the fact? Like, most likely, like, if I can't make some kind of income, whether it be working in Japan slash the YouTube stuff and the streaming stuff, then I'll just have to go back to the States, even though I don't want to, because I don't want to be away from my girlfriend for a long period of time. But it'll be the smartest thing to do for our future. So we'll see. I try not to stress too much about it because I know if I think about it too much, I will stress out. Since I have time, I might as well do a shiny alpha dex. I probably won't, because there's a bunch of like, there's still other games I want to play. Like I like, obviously my channel is very heavily Pokemon focused, but I don't think I'm that crazy. It's like I just want a shiny. I don't necessarily care if they're alpha or not. If I get them, cool. If not, you know, I just care about the shiny. I know some people do like even like genders, like if there's a Pokemon that has like a small gender difference, they try to get everything shiny as well. I'm not that crazy. I am crazy, but not that crazy. Yeah, for some of them I do catch. Like if there's enough of a difference, I will catch them. So like I do have a female shiny Basculegion and a male Basculegion, because at least they're different enough. But for Pokemon like Kadabra or something where like the whiskers are slightly longer or shorter, I don't really care about that. But like Meowstic female, Meowstic male, right? They look different, so that's something I would do and that I have done. But yeah, any like small little changes, I don't care for. They do not want to give me an outbreak in that area. All right, well, time for another shiny Teddiursa. I've gotten 2 double shiny outbreaks, one for Teddiursa and one for Ursaring. Okay, outbreak is over, so don't need to catch anymore. How do you get a shiny outbreak in this game? It is completely random. You just go to an outbreak and hope that a shiny is in there. The shiny odds are pretty high. Like Legends Arceus is probably one of the best games to shiny hunt in, especially if you're new to shiny hunting, because the odds are kind of insane. But all you do is just you catch them and you just hope that a shiny spawns after. That was a very weird outbreak. Was that only was that actually only 4? That makes no sense. I don't think I've ever seen an outbreak only have 4 Pokemon. That is weird. Do I ever do permutations? Every now and then. But I don't do them for too long just because it can be a little annoying. Like for certain Pokemon it's kind of tough. Like the Pokemon that run away, it's kind of annoying to do permutations with, like Petalil, you know, those kind of Pokemon. But I have done them before and I've gotten a shiny through the permutation method. Alright, outbreak is done. Another Teddy or so. There goes the shiny. All right. Another shiny bear to add to the collection to give away to people. BRB. All right. Time to release all of these and reorganize. All right, it would be a little annoying to reorganize everything, so I'll just put that there. Okay, that's what I want. Give me a Petalo outbreak, please. All right, we got a Petalo outbreak, but I'm pretty sure this one. I don't know if you can get shinies from those outbreaks. Oh, we're about to find out. All right. Licky licky, or lickitung, I mean. What's going on? Transparent Soul, what's up? We'll be doing another giveaway, say like 20 minutes or something like that. So if you have the game and you want a shiny Pokemon, this is the place to be. Is that yokai? No. The character looks like from Yokai Watch. Yeah, no, it's Pokemon. And I kind of have like an outfit that's like different, very different from the usual. It's the one thing about these darn outbreaks. We'll check this. Ninetales is a really good shiny, so if we can get a shiny to give away, that'll be nice. I think that was the last of them. Yep. All right, we save beforehand to save resources. Oh, look at. All right, we'll be doing the next giveaway in like 5 minutes. Chansey or Cascoon? Bum, 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 bum. That's the end of the outbreak right there. I just missed a shiny. Oh well. No. I mean, I can try and see if I can recover it. Was it an outbreak? It wasn't the outbreak. It must have been something else, right? Let me turn my audio up, I guess. Ideally, since the save... But if it was an overworld shiny, then it might not come back, even with the save. Oh well. Prince Marco, appreciate the follow. Thank you. I want to see if I can go back on the stream and hear it myself. Because I know sometimes when I get some of the sounds confused. Yeah, looking back, I didn't hear it. Hey, appreciate the follow on YouTube as well. Thank you. I hate throwing Pokeballs up hills. It's like, how is this not catching it? All right, there's only 3 here, so. This game was so much better than ZA? Yes. I was very fortunate that my friend let me borrow the game. So I only spent money on the DLC and the Switch 2 version versus the entire thing. Especially the DLC. The DLC was such a grind fest. I'm so glad to be done shiny hunting in that game. Like if I ever go into that game again, it would literally just be to give away all the extra shinies that I got in that game. I think it's like 270 or something. Is the DLC worth it? I've caught Xerneas and Yveltal, but can't be bothered to do the Infinite League. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. Like, if you're someone who shiny hunts, like, it might be worth it because they add a bunch of whole new Pokemon in there. You can shiny hunt Terrakion, Virizion, Cobalion, You can shiny hunt Latios and Latias. I think those are the only legendaries that you can shiny hunt, but you can shiny hunt them in the game. That's where I got my shinies from. And then a bunch of other Pokemon as well. You can shiny hunt Gimme Ghoul in there as well. Granted, that shiny is like one of the worst shinies that exists, but if you're someone who collects, might be worth it. Yeah, like if you don't care about like shiny hunting or anything like that, then there's not really a reason for the DLC, like for you to purchase it. I got it just because I was like, all right, let me just shiny hunt. ZA is broken for shiny hunting, so the combination of Legends Arceus and Legends ZA has got my shiny collection pretty high. Time to wait for Winds and Waves. Yeah. I'm so curious about, because they said like that we weren't going to get any more information like this year potentially. And I'm trying to think like, because most mainline Pokemon games usually always come out in November. And if they continue that trend, then it's like we're not going to have another mainline Pokemon game until November of next year, which is quite the wait. So like I'm wondering if they like secretly have like another Legends ZA game to come out early next year. I know people have been speculating about like Legends Galar or something like that, but that just seems like such a long wait. Granted, the more time that they take to make the game, the better the game is going to be. But this will be the longest time Gen 5 remake. I'd be cool with that. Cause yeah, like if they don't release anything in between Winds and Waves and like now, the only thing that would be Pokemon really would be what? Pokemon Champions and Pokemon Fire Red. You know, maybe we get Emerald next year as a port, but because I can see them doing Emerald next year for the anniversary. Because they did the same thing back on the 3DS. They released the Gen 1 games and then they released Gen 2 like the following year. Because then if they do Emerald the same way they did Fire Red, they can activate the event to Shiny Hunt Mew for the first time for at least like other regions outside of Japan. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do the giveaway. Let me do the giveaway after this. No pedalil. I feel pretty confident that that's what they're gonna do. They gave us the chance to shiny hunt Deoxys and Fire Red, so I'm pretty sure they will do the same with Emerald and Mew. All right, let's go back to the town. Let's do our giveaway. All right, to enter the giveaway, just type in the word shiny in the chat and you will be entered. Once you win, you will have the choice among a bunch of these shinies here. Make sure you have the game. Make sure you have Nintendo Switch Online. And we got Basket Legion. We got Zora. We got quite a few. And if no one enters the giveaway, then we just don't give anything away. You miss Legends Arceus so much. Yeah, I think this is like my favorite Pokemon game on the Switch. That final battle was sick. He was waiting for this game to drop for over a year. He was on it 24/7 when it first released. Yeah, this was such a good game. I kind of wish they would give like a Switch 2 version so it runs at like 60 FPS. That would be nice. But I think that would require them to actually do some work on it compared to like Scarlet and Violet. That was just like automatically 60 FPS without a Switch 2 version. Yeah, they can do so many good things with like a Legend series. Like I know people have talked about a Legends game for Gen 8 for Sword and Shield, Legends Galar. Because they could do like for all the fossil Pokemon in that game where they're just like abominations because that one person like messed up everything. We can get like the actual like original fossil designs for all of those Pokemon. Man, they do not want to give me a Petalil Outbreak. What must I do? That is also true. Outbreak is done. I'm really looking forward to Winds and Waves. Because with how the Switch 2 runs Scarlet and Violet, I have high hopes for it running super smooth. And hopefully they add the shiny sound in the overworld again. Alright, let's save it here. Might be able to get our hands on another shiny Hisuian Zoroark if there's not a Petalil in this location. There we go. Now please let one of these be shiny, so I don't have to hunt this anymore. It's not looking like we're gonna get a shiny from this. Unless it's a horde spawn. It is not a horde spawn. Okay. So, let's try to get that Hisuian Zoroark. Alright, you guys are being difficult. Welcome back. Okay, I think that's the end of the outbreak, right? Alright, can y'all stay in the damn Pokeballs? It's like I'm using Ultra Balls. Stay inside. Alright, there's no shiny here. Yeah, Deza, let me know whenever you are ready. We can get that trade going. Ready? Okay. Let me get over to the trade section. All right, the link code is going to be 159-75366. And then let me know your in-game name just to make sure. Okay, perfect. And you wanted the bird. You don't have to give me a shiny in return. You can just give me whatever. Enjoy your shiny Braviary. Such a good shiny. Appreciate that, Deza. Thank you. Your shiny Braviary was flying around. It was full odds. That's sick. My luckiest, granted, they weren't like full odds because I think I had the shiny charm at the time. But it was a like random encounter, female shiny Combi. It just like spawned in the overworld. No Piloto again. Yeah, my most recent shiny for my living dex was a Wormadam. I finally got my second shiny Burmy, and luckily it was female. Now I never have to hit another tree again. No, I have not found a shiny Cherubi yet. The mass outbreak is so rare. It's so annoying. I think I've seen like only a handful of the Cherubi outbreaks, and I tried the permutation method a few times on those, and still nothing. I've seen like more Eevees for sure than Cherubi. When do I stream Champions? Usually it's like every other day because I try to mix in. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. I try to mix in some other stuff. But this weekend, since I'm gonna be doing the tournament, I'll be streaming Champions this weekend. I usually do Dynamax Adventures on the weekend with the community. We're trying to shiny hunt Yveltal right now. I caught a shiny Xerneas in my Ultra Moon copy on my 3DS, and then I caught shiny Zygarde on stream. So now I'm trying to get Yveltal to finish up the trio. But since I'm streaming the tournament over the weekend, we will not be doing Dynamax Adventures until the following weekend. Please involve me on DAs. Yeah, we usually do it on the weekends, roughly the same time that I'm streaming now. Since I'm in Japan, it's nighttime for me. But usually Saturday and Sunday is Dynamax Adventures for like 3-ish hours. Is Arceus still worth playing, or should I just buy ZA? I personally think Arceus is the better game. But it kind of depends on what you want. Take a quick look. I just wanted to see if the initial 4 were shiny. These can be a little annoying. Just immediately. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, I need to get ready to play Pokemon Go over the weekend as well. It's supposed to be like I think it's the anniversary, right? Where it's going to increase shiny chances. If I can get me some shiny Gen 9 starters, that would be perfect, because I do not want to hatch eggs. My first shiny Sprigatito was 885 eggs. No Petalil here. Well, I might switch to Pokemon Champion. Do some more testing of my team. So the team I'm thinking of using in the tournament is Hisuian Zoroark, Mega Scrafty, Mega Venusaur, Whimsicott, Garchomp, and Metagross. I did have Electros on the team, but ran into issues against Floette and stuff, so I had to change some stuff around. My only real counter to Charizard is the Garchomp with like a rock move. I was thinking maybe Mega Glamora, but then I'd run into issues with rain teams. So I'm trying to find like something that can like target most teams that I can run into. Yeah, I'll try to get the outbreak that I want for the next 7 minutes, and then I'll swap over. You're new at VGC, so your recommendation is Mega Chestnut and Mega Skarmory. I would like to use some other Mega Pokemon, but like some of them are kind of hard to use just because of what other people use. Like Mega Garchomp, I mean Mega Chestnut is really bulky, but there's a lot of the like popular Pokemon, right? Like Sylveon, you have your Aerodactyls, your Charizards, ends up just getting melted. Yeah, Mega Frostlass. I like Mega Frostlass. I haven't. It was like one of the first megas that I was using a lot in the beginning. I haven't used it much recently, but I did like it. All right, can we get a Petalil in this area, please? All right, we got a Petalil here. Here's hoping. Shiny luck, please. Alright, I think we might have a horde spawn here. Maybe? No. Alright, let me try. I'll try some permutations. So I need to knock one out. Try and knock out another one. No shiny here. All right. Let's mess around with champions. All right. I've been testing it in casual battles, but let's see how it fares in a ranked. Friggy Sorrow. Okay, very typical team that we are expecting. I feel like I don't go Zoroark. Illusion shenanigans? Yeah, sometimes. Like I could technically do something crazy like this. The thing is, if they lead Charizard, like, it's not good for me. So I feel like I have to do something like this. Scrafty. Venusaur could be good against the Whimsicott and Sylveon, but like this is the meta team, the big six as people call it. Yep. Fully expected that. What's up, Tiff? He could swap out into like King Gambit and just go for the Moonblast on the Garchomp. This Goldengo is stalking you every time. Yeah, he's probably going King Gambit. Yep. And probably going Moonblast on the Whimsicott. Yep. So I can do this. I'm gonna encore them, and I know this is risky, but okay, that's perfectly fine. We have to play this like super well. We double protect. so now his Tailwind's gone. I'm gonna predict him to protect on the King Gambit. Or okay, he could just swap out, that's perfectly fine. That does not do a thing. I just need to get King Gambit dead. You know what? That's actually kind of good for us. I think the sun has one more turn. Honestly, Metagross isn't doing much for us, so I'm gonna sack it. So he's gonna have Tailwind up. It's not looking good for us. He could try to predict the fake out on the Charizard. But he's not, he's just going for the attack. Yeah, it's GG. It's just a very hard team to go against. Because I can't do anything against his Aqua Jet. It's the only thing I can do. Just to waste time. I feel like maybe Mega Glamora over the Mega Venusaur might be better. Yeah, that's GG. What about Sucker Punch from? So the reason I have Throat Chop is for opposing Sylveons. That way they can't Hyper Voice, which is a move that they would like almost always use. Let's try one game with Mega Glamora. The turn you switched to Metagross was bad, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, but like either way, like I didn't really have any good choices with the Pokemon that I brought. Like my only answer to Megazord is Garchomp, really. And I couldn't really get the Rock Slide off. Where is Glamora? Am I blind? I am blind. Let's try that. Okay, here we have potential Perish Trap, which means we are gonna have some fun. We are gonna have some fun. I can trick them into thinking that it's Garchomp. Potential Perish Trap, potential Rain, potential both. Alright, so here we Shadow Ball and we Earth Power. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Almost get the KO. That's unfortunate. And I'm definitely dead. Oh, that was a crit? I don't know if the crit mattered though. And now here I don't really have a good thing against Metagross. Would have been good here for the Veil. Politoed. Is he going for the Electro Shot on the Zoroark? What's good? You know, testing out a new team, seeing if we can make it work. But they got an Aurora Veil. So it is not looking good for us, if I'm being honest. You're just so scared of Elo dropping, you're just chilling out the next few days. What's your rank right now? I would not be surprised if this Politoed has Ice Beam. If he Perish Songs, then it's just like over. $1650, but it went on a losing streak. Went from 17 to 1300. You climb back. That sounds rough. Yep. It is over with that. Yeah, I'm still like trying to test this team. I'm participating in like a small content creator tournament this weekend. Why not practice on Showdown? I just don't. I'd rather play on the Switch. Because I want to use Hisuian, Zoroark, and Scrafty. I just have to make the right choices. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we got another. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna lead these two. Well, they don't have Tailwind. So I maybe could try something like sneaky. Fake out would have been good here. There's no way you stay in with Charizard, right? Like, there's just no way. When do you think they will give us Cynthia's team? I don't know. If you stay in with Charizard and you don't protect, you're insane. Like, actually insane. Unless he has the fake out. Yep. I forgot about the fake out. It's fine. We live that. So we got that. Okay, now there's... What do you have in the back? See, like, this is why playing ranked sometimes is so difficult. Cause it's like, who in their right mind stays with their Charizard Y like that? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Let me see who. I am going to predict them switching to something that is not going to like an Earth Power. He could Parting Shot the Whimsicott. Now, granted, he did go for EQ, so what would... He went for the Reflect. Why not Light Screen? Alright, GG. Honestly, I think they made some questionable... Keeping the Charizard in was very questionable. You could have just swapped into the Garchomp at that point. But I do need to remember about the Fake Out on Grimstone. Okay, here's another thing. Damn Megastaraptor. So do we do Garchomp or do we do... I think we do Garchomp. Congrats, you are shiny. Okay, we got Whimsicott and Sneasler. I'm going straight for the Psychic. And straight for the Sludge Bomb. I don't care. The drip problem in this game is crazy. Yeah. It seems like they're gonna be adding like the character outfits, but only for the battle passes or whatever. Because they added the electric trainer chick, her outfit. Bye-bye, Sneasler. Sorry, Whimsicott, this is not a Zoroark. I mean, this is not a Garchomp, it's a Zoroark. Surprise. Get poisoned. Get poisoned. Catch this poison. Haha! Now you do not have Tailwind. What will you do? And this is why I love Zoroark. I specifically have Psychic for Sneasler and Megastaraptor. Because there's been a few times, let me see, do I still have, oh, not the eShop. Do I still have a clip? No, I don't. Oh wait, maybe I do. Yeah, it's the same thing that pretty much happened here, right? They never see it coming. But I have it for Megastaraptor as well because like I always try to bait them to like either close combat the Mon that's actually Zoroark. This team is kind of funny because it's like here's like the big six team but with a Chandelure. I don't think I do Zoroark in this one. Or maybe I do it in the back. But what would it do for me? Metagross into their team is kind of not the best choice. So maybe I can do something like this. Yummy Zard Slob, yeah.